Okay, so in this video I'm going to dress up this cartoon character and then um, convert the clothing to look like it is cartoon clothing as close as I can. So I've got my cartoon character. I'm going to add the clothing from a different character, and to do that I will just double click on that other character and tell it to replace the costume. Okay, once it has done that, then I'm going to select the shirt. I double click on it to select just the shirt, and then I'm going to go over into the material tab and I'm going to delete some of these texture maps. So I don't want the base color, so I'm going to delete that. There's a little trash can down here. And the opacity, there's no opacity here obviously, but I'm going to delete that anyway. And then the bump map I'm going to also delete because I don't really need texture on it for a cartoon. I think I'll leave these ones, and I will get rid of displacement though. Don't need any displacement. And there's no glow here, but there's something in the glow channel, a black piece that doesn't do anything. Okay, so at this point, then I can come down and choose a color I want for that shirt. Let's choose a nice solid color for a cartoon shirt. Maybe make it a little brighter. All right, so that's already getting pretty close, but I think we can make it look a little more cartoony as well. And so I'm going to go back into the Attributes tab, and I'm going to go into the Conform. And in the Conform, I'm going to set the iterations up to maximum, and I'm going to do the subdivision level up to maximum. This just determines kind of how it fits over the skin. Okay, and then in the outfit settings, I'm going to set the smoothing up as high as it will go, which is 3, or 5 rather. And then I'm going to go ahead and calculate collision. And that made the clothing a bit smoother. And you can do that again if you want to, but I'm just going to do it once for now. I think that looks actually pretty good. So now I will go to the pants, and I'm going to do basically the same thing. And I'm going to go ahead and leave the ambient occlusion and the metallic and roughness again as well. And then I will set a color for those. And I think I'll make them maybe a khaki. And then they're looking pretty good already, but I'm going to check what the smoothing looks like on them as well. So max these out. This up here may not make a whole lot of difference, but like if it's really close to the skin, it can. And then I'm going to set the smoothing up higher. You can also play with the loose fitting, but I think the smoothing is all you really need to make them look cartoony. And then calculate the collision, and it doesn't look a whole lot different, but that looks pretty good for cartoon clothing now. So now I'll select the shoes, and again I'll do the same thing. And the shoes, I will choose a solid color, probably brown. Let's see. And this time when you conform it, it may not really work quite as well. We'll see. They don't really need it. I think you could just leave them as is. Um, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do the smoothing on these. Well, no, I'm going to set these too because I think it probably is hiding the mesh inside the shoes, but in case it's not, I want it to fit really well. And then I will go ahead and calculate the collision. And they didn't change very much. So, but that actually looks pretty, pretty cartoony to me now. Um, I think that character would pass as a cartoon, and then you add the cartoon hair, and he would be good to go. All right, hope that helped.